What's the best medium fighter in Star Citizen you can buy with aUEC? Let's look at all stock loadout stats before upgrading and testing them all in combat, using the same weapons and components where possible. Which medium fighter is best? Let's find out right now. I'll be using current meta components, link in the description if you're interested in what those are, and attrition, laser repeaters just for fun. Starting with the cheapest medium fighter on the list, the Cutlass Black. So the Cutty Black is more of a multi-role ship, but a medium fighter nonetheless. It's a great starting ship for those looking for an affordable option that also gives you the ability to carry a vehicle or some cargo. With 4 size 3 guns and a pretty tanky hull, the Cutlass Black is one of the favorite all-time ships among Star Citizens for its toughness, firepower and versatility. It was my first big airship in the game all the way back in 2015, and it still holds up very well today. Just don't get one of those thrusters blown off in a fight. The Drake Cutlass Black can be purchased in-game for 2 million Alpha UEC or for $110 in the pledge store. It comes with the following stock weapons: 2 size 3 Mantis GT 220 ballistic Gatling guns and 2 CF 337 Panther repeaters, a dual size 3 CF 337 Panther turret, 8 size 3 Arrestor 3 and 8 size 2 Tempest 2 missiles. Stock components include a Sure Grip S1 tractor beam and the following civilian grade C components: a size 2 stop shield, a size 2 daybreak power plant, 2 size 2 cold snap coolers and an Odyssey quantum drive. Next up, the OG of all that is buzzing. Of course, I'm talking about the F7C Hornet Mark 1. I remember all the way back in 2013 first hearing about and becoming obsessed with the idea of Star Citizen. If there's one line of ships that stood out for me, it was the Hornet lineup, especially the Ghost. Man, I'd stare at those screenshots wishing I could afford to buy that ship. Fast forward to 2026 and I've flown them all. The Hornet Mark 1 is a beast of a ship. Fantastic fighter jet-like design, great handling, a true classic. But the stock version only comes with 2 size 3 laser repeaters and storage space on top, making it slow to kill unless you replace the top turret with weapons and add a nose turret to upgrade your firepower. You also get 4 size 2 Dominator 2 and 4 size 1 Marksman 1 missiles. As for other stock components on the F7C Hornet Mark 1, they're all civilian grade Cs. 2 web shields, a Powerbolt power plant, 2 Arctic Storm coolers and an EOS quantum drive. The Hornet Mark 1 can be purchased for 2.9 million Alpha UEC in-game or $125 in the pledge store. Taking things up a notch, here's my latest awesome discovery, the F7C Hornet Wildfire Mark 1. I've never flown one of these until I started making this medium fighter comparison video, and I love it. It has some of the nicest stock liveries in game, is incredibly fun to fly and pretty powerful against any ship you'll run into doing HRT bounties. A great upgrade from the base Mark 1. I think out of all the ships on this list, I probably had the most fun flying the Wildfire. There's just something about it. The Anvil F7C Hornet Wildfire can be purchased in-game for 4.6 million Alpha UEC or $175 from the pledge store. It comes with the following stock weapons: 2 size 3 Tarantula GT 870 Mark III ballistic cannons and a size 4 Revenant ballistic Gatling gun on top. Of course, you can add a nose turret to up your firepower. The Hornet Wildfire Mark 1 also has the following stock size 1 civilian grade C components: 2 web shields, 2 Arctic Storm coolers and an EOS quantum drive. It also has 1 Roughneck industrial grade D power plant, you'll definitely want to upgrade ASAP. One of the more recent additions to Star Citizen's medium fighter lineup is the civilian F-7C Hornet Mark II. Of course, the F-7A would make a better choice, but since it's not purchasable in-game, this is as close as you'll get. Ask in global chat for someone to gift or sell you a Super Hornet top turret, add nose guns, and you're pretty close. It's a great upgrade from the F-7C Mark I. Mark II is smaller, more maneuverable, and much more powerful with the right loadout. Though honestly, I actually have more fun flying the Mark I Wildfire at the moment. Maybe that's just because it's a new toy. The Anvil F-7C Hornet Mark II can be purchased in-game for 4.6 million Alpha UEC or $175 from the pledge store. It comes with 2 stock size 4 Revenant ballistic Gatling guns, 8 size 1 Marksman 1 missiles, and a civilian grade C EOS quantum drive. The other stock components are all military grade Cs. They include 2 all-stop shields, 2 Regulus power plants, and 2 bracer coolers. One of the most underrated ships of the last decade in Star Citizen is the F-7C M Super Hornet Mark I. This was my little secret weapon for years, and sometimes I wondered if I was the only one flying one of these, because you'd never see them. Everyone was obsessed with the Gladius while I was clearing bounties left and right in this thing like it's nobody's business. An absolute beast of a ship. And it has 2 seats, so you can even play taxi with a friend. The F-7C M Super Hornet Mark I has all the bells and whistles you'd want in a fighter. 2 size 1 CF-117 Bulldog laser repeaters on the nose, 2 size 2 CF-227 Badger repeaters on top, and 2 size 3 Mantis GT220 ballistic Gatling guns on the wings. Of course, you also get 8 Marksman 1 missiles and a civilian grade C EOS quantum drive. The other stock components are all size 1 military grade Cs and include 2 all-stop shields, a Regulus power plant, and 2 bracer coolers. Before there was the F-7A, this was my favorite Hornet of the bunch. The Anvil Super Hornet Mark I can be purchased in-game for 4.7 million Alpha UEC or $180 in the pledge store. From rushing in headfirst to something a little bit more stealthy, the Sabre Comet is more than just a pretty paint job. With an improved stock loadout, the Comet variant can be devastating in the right hands. It has great handling, incredible speed, and firepower that's on par with the Cutty Black, though it does force you to play a bit less reckless. Even though it has 2 shields, they're only size 1s, and once they drop, you better hightail it fast or get blown to smithereens. With the Sabre Comet, as much as I love flying it, you're forced into a more stealthy style of play, one that doesn't suit me personally, and I regularly just end up charging in guns ablaze, which is not always ideal in this medium fighter. The stock weapon loadout is impressive and very fun. 2 size 3 Omnisky 9 laser cannons paired with 2 size 3 Pyroburst laser scatterguns are pretty deadly right out of the gate. You'll also have 4 missiles at your disposal in the form of 2 Thunderbolt and 2 Arrestor 3s. Apart from its dual military grade C bracer coolers, the rest of your stock components are all size 1 stealth grade Cs. These include 2 Shimmer shields, 2 Sonic Light power plants, and a Drift quantum drive. The Aegis Sabre Comet can be purchased in-game for 4.6 million Alpha UEC or $185 in the pledge store. If there's one ship that almost decimated the Aegis Eclipse's popularity when it comes to striking from the shadows, it's the Sabre Firebird. One ridiculously stealthy ship that can not only go unseen until it's right on top of you, but can fire a barrage of 6 size 3 missiles at once. This allows you to insta-kill any ship of the same size with ease. Carrying 24 missiles mean you can effectively clear 4 HRT bounties in record time before needing to reload. While it's pretty fun to do, it's not really my style, and once you run out of missiles, you're stuck with only 2 size 3 guns, which are meh to say the least. Sure, you'll be fine fine against most light fighters, but anything tougher than that and you'll be tickling them to death slowly. The Aegis Sabre Firebird comes with 2 size 3 Mantis GT 220 ballistic Gatling guns and 24 Thunderbolt 3 missiles. You get all size 1 components consisting of 2 stealth grade C shimmer shields and drift quantum drive, a sonic light and military grade D charger power plant, and 2 military grade C bracer coolers. It can be purchased in-game for 5.5 million Alpha UEC or buy it from the pledge store for $185. Now for an alien medium fighter with one of the best sound designs of any ship in Star Citizen, the Aopoa SanTokYai. It looks fantastic, sound even better, and have some of the fastest firing laser repeaters in the entire game. Those 4 bull thrusters make you super maneuverable, allowing you to change directions at a whim. But alas, it's currently one of the more buggy ships in the game. From having to jump like a madman just to enter your ship, not being able to raise landing gear without a quantum jump, or just not being able to fire or ping without manually, physically pressing flight ready between your legs. I'm sure all this will get fixed soon, TM. I love the ship regardless of all its bugs, because when it works, it's a joy to fly and I can listen to those thrusters all day. Absolutely deadly against light fighters, and even though the Yang 2 repeaters fire incredibly fast, their damage is low, so anything your size and bigger will take quite a few hits to take down. The SanTokYai comes with 4 size 3 Yang 2 laser repeaters and 8 size 2 Tempest 2 missiles. It also has very decent stock components, which includes a size 2 military grade C full stop shield, size 1 beacon quantum drive, 2 military grade B Dynaflux power plants, and 2 polar coolers, which can't be purchased in in-game shops at the moment. You can purchase this alien fighter for 9.3 million Alpha UEC in-game or $240 in the pledge store. Faster than a speeding bullet, stronger than any other medium fighter at the moment. Of course, I'm talking about the RSI Meteor, one overgrown Mantis lookalike that got hold of his dad's steroid supply, or so it would seem. The Meteor is an incredibly fast hit-and-run fighter that delivers a massive punch thanks to its 2 Leonid size 5 ballistic cannons and 4 size 3 weapons. Just remember to hit the brakes in time, because once it hits top speed, it's incredibly hard to stop in case you absolutely have to. Apart from 2 stock Leonid size 5s, which you can't swap out by the way, you'll also get 4 size 3 FL-33 laser cannons, which are some of the best looking ship weapons in game if you ask me. You also have 4 size 2 Dominator 2 missiles and 4 size 4 Raptor 4 missiles. So you're deadly AF. As for components, they're all size 1 military grade Cs, 2 all-stop shields, a Regulus power plant, 2 bracer coolers, and a beacon quantum drive. The RSI Meteor can be purchased in-game for 4.5 million Alpha UEC or from the pledge store at $260. Which medium fighter do I think is best? Apart from the F7A Hornet Mark II, which can't be purchased in-game, I'd stick to the Super Hornet Mark I until we get the Mark II available for purchase with Alpha UEC. Check out this video next and let us know which one is your favorite.